What's good, my guy?
What's poppin', bro? What's going on with
Hey,
you?
what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Man Cave Podcast. It's your boy Gator back in tune with you.
Yo, Space. We back again, episode 3. We got
Hell
toys.
yeah.
We
See,
got toys this time.
niggas got mics and shit now. Slowly
Yeah.
but surely, we on our way.
One day, one small step for man, one small step for mankind around here, man. We slowly getting there, it's probably been about a few months since we recorded the last episode we did. It's been a minute. But
Hell
we
yeah.
doing good.
Life got in the way and shit.
Always balance, man.
Yeah, it's definitely been a minute. Like, you know what I'm saying? The whole situation with my family and everything. I'm in Florida and everything. And then I just came back from the crib, obviously, like a week and a half or so ago. Was out there for Labor Day. It's good to see the guys and whatnot, see some family, got some good food and shit, you know.
The
Shout out my nigga Base for the player camera angles for fits off on IG and whatnot.
Likewise, facts. Yeah, Chicago always the crib, always home. You know what I'm saying? You come back here, you be like, USA. Then you got
I forgot how beautiful the city was, bro. Like I was just walking around downtown and shit. And then just by the way, it's a beautiful feeling to be able to walk up and down downtown and just blow blunts and shit. That shit is fucking.
You can walk downtown, blow guns too. Shit nowadays.
Low key though, low key. It was just It was just nice to be home, man. I forgot how beautiful the city was. I even went into fucking water tower and shit. The the water tower building. Gee, I don't even think they got the Channel 11 store anymore. You remember that?
No, I don't remember that one. Which one was that one?
Channel 11 used to have all the stuff that they have on when they do PBS for viewers like you shit when we were kids.
Yeah, I know that PBS.
Yeah, so they used to have everything that would come on there at the channel. It's called the Channel 11 store, and they had all these different things from there, all the little kid shows and everything. It was dope. And last time I went there, they didn't even have that, bro.
Yeah, true. You talking about Chicago? I think it was just recently voted the second most beautiful city in the world.
What's number one?
You know what? They didn't say number one. I think it might be Paris. But
Paris dirty as hell. I've been to hers.
I ain't never been.
Gee, they got nothing but dog shit on the sidewalks, bro. There's nothing special about Paris. And them niggas don't wash every day.
Ain't been there. But that's why but it might have been Paris, bro. I don't know what was one. It was on if you Google it, anybody Google it, you know what I'm saying, it'll come up and they had a list or whatever. But Chicago is a beautiful city. It's a gift from the cursed city, you know how we. So yeah. So shit, man.
Excuse me, y'all. Sinuses, no Rona vibes over here. Fully vaccinated, cleaning the motherfuckers. So before y'all start talking shit,
that's why we separated by the screen, nigga. This shit. Ain't got time for the Rona.
No, sir, not me. In fact, when we went out and shit for Duke's B-Day, shout out Dukes, man. It was a nice vibe, kicking it, seeing with him and everybody for his B-Day and shit. I think I was the only nigga that consistently kept his shit on in the club.
Hey, after that shit, bro, I hadn't been to a club since before COVID. I've been to bars and I've been out, you know what I'm saying, but not to a club. And you know how clubs is dark, air quality ain't great. Man, I'm in that motherfucker like, Joe, please don't let me wake up coughing, man. I'm like, but it was so lit in there, I ain't gonna lie. It was lit.
Yeah, that shit was busting. I had never been there. Something called what was it called? Hubbard
Inn or something like that.
Yeah, that shit was decent, bro. I had a good ass time in that motherfucker. That's the first time I've been to a club in a minute too.
Yeah.
Like, because like I don't really be going out like that as much as I used to, unless I'm around y'all and shit, or I'm at the crib, or like I'm on vacation. I don't be moving like that. So that's the first time I've been to a club in a minute too, and that
Yeah,
motherfucker was busting.
it was busting. Good times, good times.
Yeah.
So shit, man, we got football just started. Thank God football just started for real, cause some of them summer days was getting long without no real, tangible sports to hold on to. So, we got football back. Week 1 just passed. What's some of your thoughts about week 1?
Week 1, the young bulls out there that have been playing quarterback been decent so far. That nigga Jalen Hurts looked good. He had a good ass game with the Eagles and shit. Arizona was cooking the Titans and shit. What's his name? Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray for sure.
Yeah, them niggas got whooped on by G Baby. That nigga don't look like G Baby.
I didn't think about it until now. He
Gee,
did.
I think he had like 5 touchdowns and 1 interception.
He's balling. He's destroying with the Titans' ass.
Yeah, and I thought they was gonna be killed. I thought the Titans was gonna be straight because they just got Julio at the last minute on some slick shit for their team. They got their ass cooked.
I guess their defense ain't the best shit. I mean, I don't know what they was known for last year, but that division though, the NFC West is a motherfucker. You got 4 squads out there, and that's the best division of football to me. But they all like, I'm not sure how many wild cards is in the NFL this year, but that's a division that all 4 teams can go to the playoffs. Legit. You know what I'm saying?
Who are in their division? The Titans.
Oh my bad. I'm tricked. I'm talking about the NFC. I'm talking about the NFC West. Not the
you
South.
talking about the NFC West? So you talking about Arizona, the Rams,
Yeah.
Seattle, and
not the
49ers.
South. Yeah, it's trash. AFC South is trash. But NFC West, I was talking about, that team, that division with the Cardinals, they got a squad out there.
Nah, the division that's trash is the one that you watching on Monday Night Football. Motherfucking NFC least.
Man, they ain't great either. This game is not. It's only been interesting because it's close. That's it. Shit.
What's count?
Man, I ain't been watching the game. I think it's like 10-7 or something like that. I might check on my phone. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Yeah, but I'm only watching for fantasy purposes. Shout out to the fantasy people out there. You know what time the season is. We on this phone checking shit 24/7, trying to see the best moves.
Yeah, I'm 1-1 in my fantasy leagues. I lost in one league, the league that Joe ass did the what's that? The fucking the walkout on the standout.
Yeah, y'all ass. At least
them
I quit.
Niggas was finna go. Them niggas was finna fucking do that Minnesota shit to your ass for like fucking leaving the motherfucking league, boy.
Yeah, they shouldn't. I don't know. I had just jumped in. I ain't know it was a Yahoo league. I ain't feel like doing all that, bro. I could have did it, but I'm like, once he gave me that, like, he don't need me no more for the league. I'm like, cool. I'm gonna just dip out of it. I'm already in 4 leagues already, so that would have been added on. It would have been like 5 leagues, and too much.
I only got 2. So the other league I'm in is on ESPN. I meet that nigga by like 50 points. It was like 160 to 110 or something. And then I lost my other matchup by like a dub and shit. So
yeah, I'm winning.
I think I'm gonna be straight though. I like my team. I think I got a solid roster on both my squads. So I'm cool with what I got and shit.
True. I'm 1-3. But one of the leagues that I won in was a money league. So I'll take that win. So just week 1 was kind of weird. Like I had Gronk on the bench, bro. I was so pissed. I was pissed already on Thursday. They played Thursday last week. I was already pissed going into the weekend already. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, you tweaked on that one. I had Gronk playing on my shit. That nigga cooked for me.
Well, I think one league I had him behind Tunyon from Green Bay. I thought, they might do decent. Green Bay. And then the other league I had him behind Waller, but Waller had a hell of a game too. You know what I'm saying? So I can't get mad about that shit either though. So he played for the Raiders and shit. So yeah.
You think you're gonna take the ship in both your shit and all your shit?
One league, I got a good squad, a real good squad. I think it's up there. It's up there. So a league I gotta see how things go, you know, and try to get better other ways. You know, it's a long season. Well, it ain't long, but you got to be looking out for the moves out there, like for real. Like I remember like Justin Herbert, like last year, like nobody drafted him, and then like by week 2 or 3, when like Tyrod Taylor got hurt last year, he just took off, and it's like, man, if you could find a gym like that, you pick up a Justin Herbert, you know, and you can take your team to the next level.
I mean, I got this year's Justin Herbert on my team. If nothing, motherfucking Matt Nagy would, you know.
Hey,
but we're gonna get to that, you know. But
we can get to it now, shit. But Fields, Fields definitely gonna be a late round. I mean, he gonna be somebody probably next 2 weeks. That's gonna be, you know, if you picked him up late in the draft, you got a good squad, you got a good pickup because he gonna be a starter and he gonna be more better than Andy Dalton. You know what I'm saying? Even just off the fact of being able to be mobile, he gonna be better. Like the rest of the game gonna come for him as far as.
Base, you there?
Yeah, man.
Oh,
yeah, it froze up or something.
Oh, I was about to say it looked like you just stopped talking, bro. Like, what just happened?
Oh yeah, maybe it froze up or something like that.
No, but yeah, I agree with you, man. They need to put Fields in the field, man. Let my young bull go out there and cook one time, okay?
What week you want to see him? Right now, I'm pretty sure.
Nigga, I was happy. I would have been happy if he played on fucking Sunday. The fuck?
He did.
The whole game.
Oh, yeah, true.
Put bro ass in there. What you got to lose with this motherfucking pirate looking nigga that you got under center?
Andy
Don't
Dalton,
trust niggas with curly mustaches, bro. That's a little too extra. That's a little fishy.
Yeah, Ginger. I'm trying to see the Bears schedule when they
You know, we the only team that don't play back-to-back home games this year.
I think you had said that before.
Yeah, because like every game is either an away game or a home game and shit.
So I'm calling it, bro. I think by week 5, he gonna start. It might be a little late. You know, I said at least by week 5 because he not starting next week. He's not starting this week against the Bengals.
Mm-hmm.
The Browns, that's a tough defense. They might give him a break. And this really depends on Dalvin playing. I think that after that, they got the Lions October 3rd, which is around the corner. I think that might be his first game.
Which week is that?
That's week 4. That's not even 5.
So you
that's
think week 4. You think by week 4 he'll be under center?
Yep, because then you got Lions and you got Raiders. So that's like 2 defenses that's not that great. That way, I give them a chance. Like after the Browns and the Bengals, like I guarantee they might look at them week 4 or 5 unless Andy Dalton start just balling out. You know what I'm saying? But
I don't know, G. You know what's crazy about that? They said that like Matt Nagy got like the highest odds right now to get fired, which is crazy. I didn't even know it was that deep because you know Vegas low key be on point when it comes to that betting shit. So like. I think it said something like he was 41 odds to be the first coach to get fired at the start of this NFL season and shit.
You think he'll get fired during the season or after the season?
They're making it seem like it could happen like, you know, within the next couple weeks.
I don't see that happening.
That's what the stats said and shit.
Unless they winless or something like that, you know, or they record real bad, like they, I don't know, 1-7 or something, 2-8 like that, maybe, but I think they'll give him the whole season, especially if Fields ain't played yet. Like it'll probably it depends when he start and then how that plays. I think but he subject gets changed. I know a lot of people saying like, hey, he need to go too. As far as a coach.
How you feel about so since we just talking about the Bears, we might as well just get into it. How you feel about the first game of the season? Like how everything turned out and shit.
I didn't catch the game. You gonna have to be the one on that. I was traveling at that time. But I mean, like I said, I wasn't surprised the Bears lost week one. I mean, they're playing the Rams. I got the Rams as a title contender this year. With the defense they got, even Stafford's a pick up. I didn't see the game, so I can't really like pinpoint like stuff about the Bears. Well, I heard that their line wasn't good. I heard Matt Nagy went for it on 4th and 15, like a third and fourth, something like 4th and 15, something like that.
You right.
Yeah. So, you know, so I ain't too surprised by it. But you watch the game, so you can kind of tell me what's up.
Well, first off, shout out that nigga Demo, David Montgomery. He was hooping on Sunday. And shout out to the fact that the Bears fans harassed some people on Twitter today because he was the second leading rusher starting off the NFL season, and they didn't even have him listed as a top 5 rusher going into week 2. So he had the second most rushing yards. He had let me pull up the information for real. Okay, so I posted this earlier today. This is probably like, all right, so this was around like 1 o'clock, 1:20, 1:21. The top 5 rushers going into week 2 was fucking Joe Mixon off the Bengals, Elijah Mitchell off San Francisco, Melvin Gordon off of the Broncos, Damian Harris off the Patriots, and Christian McCaffrey off of the Panthers. And like Mixon had 127, 104, 101, 198. Now, nigga Demo had 108 yards on 16 carries. He definitely should have been number 2. So they finally updated the shit and put him on there probably like 3 hours later. So I guess all the bashing and everything on Twitter and everything actually worked. Cause that was just blatant disrespect because that nigga was killing. So first of all, shout out to him doing his thing. Secondly, the rest of the offense was kind of moving the ball, which was actually kind of surprising. Like their run blocking was pretty good. And then also like Aaron Donald didn't kill us. Like I think he had like 1 sack the entire game, and that was like later in the second half. So like they were able to move the ball up and down the field. They just didn't finish too many drives. On the first big drive, Andy Dalton got picked off in the end zone. It was a tip ball. Wasn't a greatly thrown pass, but it shouldn't have been a pick. So that ended that drive. Then after that, I think they ended up scoring on a field goal, and then also then it was the Justin Fields touchdown and whatnot. So they gave him 1 play while they were in the red zone. In fact, that was the play that Andy got the pick. So they gave him 1 play. He threw a pass for like 10 yards. And then right after that, Andy came in there and got the pick. So they lost that drive. And then the next one, I think he ended up scoring his first touchdown as a Bear. Everybody was excited for him and whatnot. So got to see the Rook go out there for like maybe like 4 plays, 2 passes, a run, and a reverse, which was kind of goofy because they did a reverse. And I don't even want to talk about it. It was a goofy ass play call though. And that's another thing that I don't seem to like with Nagy. Like it was working to a certain extent, but it was still kind of goofy. Like I don't like running out of the shotgun formation. I think that's a stupid way of like trying to run your offense.
Like running backs.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. That's a lot of the shit that they was doing shotgun formation or maybe single back on the end.
Well,
And
it
go
might
ahead.
work with Fields better because they can do that wildcat shit where like fake it and and all that. But Dalton, no,
With Andy Dalton though,
no, Andy Dalton, no.
yeah, his slow ass. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like that was actually impressive. So like they actually were getting some good yards on the ground. They didn't have a pass over like 10 some yards.
Mm.
And then what else? Didn't have a pass over 10 yards. They didn't have anything that was close to 20 yards. I don't even think they attempted that. And in the second half, the game just got out of hand. Like the defense gave out a lot of big plays. Like there was a 50-yarder to Cooper Cup on a big blown coverage. There was a lot of like defensive non-tackling that was pretty ass. Eddie Jackson had a lot to do with that. He was pretty
Hey,
tough.
I was reading this article about him. Um, one of the Bears like past greats had he was like on a radio show and he
Uh-huh.
was talking about Eddie Jackson about like he like up for contract or something like that, a bonus or something going on with him, anything. But anyway, they were saying the right. He said that the Bears legend has said like Jackson ain't trying to tackle nobody. He's not trying to get hurt. He's trying to stay healthy because it seemed like he was showing like highlights of him like just looking real timid, not to hit somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like you would normally hit somebody. So it's funny you had brought his name up. That they I wish I had the article. I've seen it on social media earlier, but I don't remember who like posted it. I'll bring it up right now. But yeah, so Bears defense got to get better. They're not the Bears defense of a few seasons ago. You know what I'm saying? They got to step that up,
That's
for
not
real.
even the toughest part, bro. So I think it was Jefferson who caught the pass, right? It's the first touchdown of the game.
Mm-hmm.
It's Eddie Jackson on one side and fucking Gibson on the other. Dude falls to the ground, right?
Mm-hmm.
So all they gotta do is touch him down, right? Both of them miss that nigga. He gets up and walks into the end zone.
Oh man, it's
That's
crazy.
one of the toughest things I ever seen in my life. Like he did a very like regular ass move, and Eddie
Mm-hmm.
Jackson went like this, bro. That shit was bogus as hell. That was the first big play of the game.
Mm.
In fact,
Yeah.
if you go on the highlights, they probably showed that shit. Like Eddie Jackson, that's the part that was the worst part. Usually his coverage is not that ass. Like his tackling has been an issue, but his coverage be on point. So like when that shit happened, I was like, nigga, that looks bad.
Mm-hmm. How you think they're gonna do next week against Cincinnati?
Um, I mean the Bengals are decent, but I don't think that we can't beat them. Like you know what I'm saying. Like the Vikings put us some decent stuff on them. I think that we can actually score against them. It's all going to depend on how Nagy decides to handle the offense. I think he need to give up the sticks, but he want to call the plays, so it is what it is. Hopefully we get to see more of Justin. Eddie Goldman didn't play this week. They said he might be available. We'll see. I don't know yet. They also still have Jalen Johnson looked good from week one. Roquan Smith, they were really good. Keem was more effective in the second half of the game. So like they're like I think they got some decent pressure with their front four, and then those other guys were decent. The secondary was where the biggest holes were.
Yeah.
And I think they said something about like I heard from a few people, and I think I read the article where they said Eddie Jackson was caught saying on the sideline, "Don't worry about tackling, just go after the ball."
Mm.
Mind you, this the nigga that's missing tackles in the game and shit, telling
Yeah.
other niggas don't worry about tackling. So
Yeah, definitely want to come with it next week though, because Cincinnati. I don't know why people was down on them. Like I don't think they're gonna be no playoff team, but that's a good division too. The AFC North with you
you
got
fuck with Joe. You fuck with Joe Burrows.
I do. I fuck with Joe Burrow off his season last year before he got hurt. Because before he got hurt, he was rookie of the year. And then when around the same time he got hurt, Herbert started playing and he took off with it. So to have an injury to play how he did last year on the Bengals, then to come back like off the ACL and start, week one, and he got weapons. Like you got what, Tyler Boyd, Chase, is it Higgins? They got like, Mixon, like you mentioned. So they got some weapons out there. I like Joe Burrow, in that division. So it's gonna be a good matchup. They're gonna have to come with it, and I think this is a game the Bears want to win because I don't think you want to go. I'm not trying to give like Cleveland too much props, but they're an improved team. You don't want to. I don't think you want to go down 0-2 to that, and then have a bad start, of the season, and then that's when the talks with Matt Nagy might heat up about him leaving and stuff like that. So
Good
you
riddance
definitely,
to his bald headed ass, boy.
yeah. I mean, it might be definitely time to make a move.
You ask me, they should make that whole front office black. God damn it.
Hey, go ahead.
Black that bitch out all the way up to Hollis Hall. God damn it.
You keep their ass in Chicago. Fuck Arlington Heights. Yeah. Yeah, man. So, but any other stories of the week that you've seen of football first week?
Well, Dallas surprisingly was somewhat decent in their first game against the Bucks.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I think they should have probably won that game, but the Cowboys are gonna be the Cowboys. But like they hung in there. Like Dak looked good. He looked solid. There was quite a few plays down the stretch that they probably like one of those plays that PI was probably big. But they definitely had opportunities to win. So Dallas could be interesting. I don't know what's going to happen with them. I never believed in the Cowboys anyway, but they actually look pretty decent. And the Patriots, and not the, why I say the Patriots because of Brady, the Bucks don't look unbeatable.
That's true. That's true. Very true.
And another good thing, Aaron Rodgers got his shit kicked in on fucking Sunday. It was fucking beautiful, 38-3.
That's insane.
Shout out my nigga Jameis Wilson, 5 touchdowns on y'all goofy ass. Let's go.
That's the biggest probably upset of the week. What I've seen. I think I turned the game on. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Like, how the hell like is this dude? But you know what? I had said in the offseason, it's like fantasy strategy too. I was like, this nigga Aaron Rodgers is gonna be rusty. You know what I'm saying? He been too cool, lackadaisical in the offseason. So I'm like, he finna be rusty, and he ain't have to rapport with his receivers like that. So I said he gonna come in thinking it's sweet, and I forgot how decent New Orleans defense is, and them niggas took advantage. You know what I'm saying? Down there. So that's probably definitely one of the biggest surprises I say week one, looking at some of the squad. So yeah, my ship say he pussy. So Aaron Rodgers. I just want to catch y'all missed it. Here's what he said.
Yes, I did. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I got you. I make sure you get your points across.
My man.
Yeah, so, yeah, man. So that's week 2. So another thing we had, we've been lacking on a little bit. We ain't put that episode out in a few weeks or months. I don't know what it is, but anyway, we ain't talked the Bulls, man. The Bulls made some moves this summer. You know what I'm saying? Hot boy summer, hot bull summer.
Hot bull summer. Oh shit. Real talk though, like yeah, we didn't get a chance to like hit on that. I know we talked about it probably on social media, Facebook, Twitter, shit like that. Instagram, I was going crazy. I've been talking hella shit since they got the roster. I said, lace them up. Anybody want the smoke? Anybody want the smoke can get it. 1 through 5, I'll take what we got. But I think one thing that's kind of exciting about it is the fact that like you actually going into this NBA season and like as a Bulls fan, like you feel like we got a shot. You know what I'm saying? Like there's not been this type of like sort of movement from our front office since the 90s Bulls really. Like like the Gar Pax era, most of their stuff was like luck through the draft. And like I think the biggest free agent signing that we had probably during their era would have been Paul Gasol and Carlos Boozer, which sounds disgusting if you talk about those two combinations. But and then even if you talk about the D Wade
solid
thing,
though.
he was like sort of towards the twilight year of his career and stuff. And this nigga thought he was gonna come to Chicago and start shooting threes. Nigga been shooting mid range and 15 feet or under since he got drafted in 03, but that's neither here nor there.
Big,
So
big finesse, big finesse.
big finesse, man. Bro, you know they paid him that like that, bro. He had a
Yeah.
2 year deal for 40 mil, bro.
Yeah, 40
They
million.
bought
Yeah.
that nigga out for 37 and he didn't even play the second year.
Yeah, hey, he finessed. That was like, yeah, this is for being from Chicago and still mentioning the city and shit. You know, shout out Candace Parker too. She just got a whole day in Chicago after her recently.
For real?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
think they've been showing her hella love since she joined the Sky and she playing at the crib and everything. So that's what's up. Shout
yeah,
out to her too.
yeah. She got a whole day. She definitely. I had seen. I think she had did something with the mayor with Lightfoot or something like that. So they definitely showing her love. Big love. I mean, our resume low key though. It's a commercial she got out right now. She got some new shoes, and they was talking about like all her accolades. They didn't mention her name. They said a player. They was like, yeah, high school champion, MVP in college, MVP rookie of the year. Like, and I'm like, damn, who they talking about? I'm like, that ain't Derrick Rose. I'm like, ain't Derrick Rose. I'm like, no, can't be him. I'm like, who are they talking about? And I'm like, oh shit, Candace Parker. I said, that resume was cold as hell. Like, shit, you know what I'm saying? She put her shit.
Yeah, shorty ass nice, G.
Her baby daddy ass.
You said what?
Her baby daddy ass. Like, I don't know how.
You talking about Sheldon Williams?
Oh my God. What the fuck, Candace Parker? Like, how the fuck you let that hammerhead ass nigga get that shit
Oh
off?
no, the nigga made it to the league for a little bit.
He was so bum. Like,
He
bro, in college,
was, but shit. He was in there. He had a contract, bro.
oh yeah, he got a contract. Felicia got a contract too. What? He ain't no bum either. Right, yeah, nigga. I did. Let me hear your response to that shit. Fuck. Trash.
Hey, I'm trying to remember what that nigga used to look like. Don't he have like he had like a big ass face and shit that went up like this and shit?
Bro, he look like a Shark Tale, bro. Like, and one of them niggas off Shark Tale, the movie with the fish and shit, man. Like, bro, trash. I'm like, man,
Oh
she probably
shit.
got more bank than him. I'm pretty sure she do. Now, I don't know. They don't make money like that in WNBA, but shit, man, trash. But anyway, off subject. The Bulls though, yeah, I this offseason they made they made like 3 or 4 different moves in a row now. That's been like, okay, they got from last year Vucevic, then they got then the 2 moves they made, which I knew they to do a decent GM. They got Lonzo Ball and DeMar DeRozan without giving up Laurie marketing. I'm like, damn. So you talking about you got actually really 3, you get 3 all-stars players without trading one of your best assets in a sense to move. Then you wind up getting Derrick Jones Jr., some draft picks. They still got Caruso as far as another signing as well. Like they made some good moves, you know what I'm saying, for all season to fill their roster out. The next thing they're gonna do is pay Levine probably next off season. That price tag gonna be a little steep. You think he worth like 30? I think like 35 million or some shit.
Run my man's his bread, bro.
Run his bread.
Okay. Run my man's his bread, G. The man was averaging almost 30 on 50, 40, 90 last year, bro. Run my man's his bread.
I bet you're right, but I know I was like, they should sign this off season. But I saw a report saying if he wait a year and he make an all-star game, he get like the super max. So it's like he'll get more money if he wait until this offseason. So they're gonna have to show some shit this year, this offseason. This season with the Bulls. It's playoffs for sure. I do think though, and people, the Eastern Conference is tougher than the Western Conference this year, in my opinion. With Brooklyn, Milwaukee, Miami as being like top teams, and you after that, it's gonna be a fight from 4 through 9, in my opinion. Because you got Chicago, you got New York, you got Atlanta, you got Philly. I know I'm missing a few teams. Boston, did I say Charlotte already?
No.
Charlotte and Indiana. Like I think this all in that bunch gonna be. They're gonna be in that. It's gonna be interesting to see between that 4 through 9 spot.
No, that's where the Bucks gonna be at. You heard it here first. We win in the division. We gonna go to the motherfucking Eastern Conference Finals. You heard it here first, and I stand on that. I'm not scared of the Bucks. I'm not scared of the Bucks. I'll take my starting five.
Fear the deer, nigga. Fear the deer. Here
Gee, I'm not scared of the Bucks. I'll take my starting five against they starting five. Suited up. What's up? Atlanta, not scared of them. Philly, they got a lot of goofy shit going on, and Doc don't make no adjustments. Indiana, fuck out of here. Miami is low-key decent because they got like a really decent defensive setup for their squad, and they picked up some offense, and they said Oladipo is looking good, so that could be an X factor. That could be that's the only one that I would say would probably be an X factor. Because they got the defenders, and then they got a lot of good pieces in Miami, and they have a good coach. Who else is there?
Of course you got.
If it ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it ain't the Bulls, we good. If it ain't the Bulls, fuck them then. And Brooklyn, we coming for y'all niggas too. Fuck you talking about? Now, I'm not gonna be too crazy because they'll probably still beat us, but I'm willing to take my chances. We'll figure that out.
Hey, they definitely got potential. It's playoffs for sure. This shit has got to be definitely. Where they'll land at gonna be interesting to see. Do it all.
Going to the Eastern Conference Finals, brother.
That's what you say. I ain't got that happening, but
it's cool, man. Not everybody is a visionary. Sometimes you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. You just gotta trust the person leading you, brother. Follow along. Follow along, my man.
I'm gonna stand outside the tunnel and watch and see what goes. And there's a light. Come on, I follow. I'm running behind. Like, wait.
What's that shit Gigi said? Hit the kitchen lights. Cockroaches everywhere.
Man, I'm definitely trying to see. So, but you mentioned about Philly. They still going through the saga of Ben Simmons.
Hell yeah.
You know what though? It's looking like, because I'm like, man, the season is like a month away. It's like 32 days away. I just seen something on TV. So it's a month away. And it's like, okay, training camp got to start soon. Preseason got to start soon. They finna go into this training camp with Ben Simmons on the team. I thought they was going to move him, but they were really sticking to keeping him there. And I think Philadelphia is going to eat that man alive. For real. Like Ben Simmons.
All right.
They'll eat that man alive, bro. If he don't get his mental together, G, you know how Philly fans are. Them niggas are ruthless. They gonna eat that man alive if he don't come with it.
Bro, I honestly don't think Ben Simmons care for real, G. He just out here to make money and fuck hoes.
It might be. I think that's what it might be his mindset right now, but shit, he gotta fix it up. So, he got to step up. He can't have the same game he had last year going into this season. He can't. He can't. If he had one pump fake at the basket, they going to crucify that man. So.
I mean, shit, he brought that shit on himself, bro. Like, that was embarrassing.
Yeah, it
There's
was.
no reason why them niggas should have lost that series, bro.
No, I should definitely want number one seed, the most dominant big man in basketball. And I'm watching that series like these niggas from let this team win, like straight up.
Gee, that probably would have been Philly's easiest chance for a championship. G, think about that shit.
It could, yeah, it
Think
could have been.
about that shit. Because if you put like think about you saw how much like work Milwaukee had to do to try and get past the Nets. You can just put Ben Simmons on KD the whole series.
Mm.
Like that could have been a huge matchup in the next series if that shit had gone the way it was supposed to.
Yeah, it could have definitely been a good series, though. I mean, you know, it just missed an opportunity. That was one of the bad shots because once Brooklyn was out, it's like, all right, well, who was it? It was like no, it was Milwaukee played Brooklyn, and it was they had a chance to play Milwaukee in the East Conference Finals, right? That's what it would have been
Mm-hmm.
instead of Atlanta, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and you know that would have been with Philadelphia's chance, taking that step. I guarantee if they had got that far, I think Ben Simmons wouldn't be getting traded right now. You know, they probably just one round away from it being, oh, we could make this work or something like that instead of now we're
Well,
looking to
he the
move.
one that said he wanted to go. Shit.
I think after the postseason though, like that, how everything kind of like came, of course it's building up over years, but like from the disappointment of the season, losing to the Hawks, then how he played, and then how his quote unquote team reacted to him. You know, I just think he real diva like, bro. Like I said, I don't think he really care about getting better, like translating that game. He always do them highlights off season, him shooting jump shots. But then season start, my man's is passing the
No,
ball like
no,
magic.
no shots, no boy.
None. You know what I'm saying? None at all. So and man, Shaq and Charles Barkley had got on him too. Like they like, man, you not like that, bro, to be doing all this. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't think I mean he's good, but he's not like that. And like I put this whole idea, bro. Like star players in the league now, they don't last as long. Like I looked at John Wall, bro, and like John Wall a few seasons ago was maybe was a premier point guard. Now this man on the cusp, I wouldn't say being out the league, but he ain't getting no more big contracts no more. And he been moved around several different times. And
I
it's like I
mean,
feel like, huh?
he missed like over a year, bro. Like that last injury he had when he got hurt at the crib. I think that's what it was. The
Mm-hmm.
last big injury after he got that big contract.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
he's been rehabbing since then. So like I
I'm
think
just
he
saying,
what age is he now? Probably like close to like 30 or so.
yeah, he probably like in his lower 30s. You know what I'm saying? I'm more meant like this, like the fall of the star. Like he's falling from what we know John Wall to be to like now he's not that anymore. And I say with Ben Simmons is like the same thing. It's like if he don't change his game, we're seeing at him at his star potential right now. If he don't get better by the next, I say 2 or 3 seasons, which is it's not hard to ask for to develop a shot, offensive shot, or you know what I'm saying. I feel like he'll be in the league, but he will never be an all-star, or he'll never get that big contract again. That you know what I'm saying. That what makes you an all-star kind of player. He got to make his game better.
I mean, honestly, the only thing the nigga need to do is shoot. That's it. Like we don't
You got
even
to.
need we need not even asking him to shoot well. We just asking him to try. And I think the difference between Ben Simmons and John Wall, which that is a decent example and shit. So I fuck with the analogy. I don't think John Wall was ever thought to be like an MVP level talent. Like everybody thought he was an elite player, top
Mm-hmm.
5 point guard probably at one point. But I think people believe that Ben Simmons could be the best player on a championship team. I don't know what they think about that for John Wall.
No, I don't. I don't think
Bro, the
that.
way that he defends, the basketball, facilitates rebounds, and he can score when he actually wants to, he can be an MVP level player. He locks in on both sides of the ball with everything except shooting.
I mean, you said championship. I can't see him being. I can see him being a starting guard, starting forward. I don't know, point whatever it is, point forward on a team. But I don't see him being the best on anybody's championship team. I don't see him being the best player.
Yeah, okay.
He
fuck around, average a triple double for the series and get a finals MVP.
He averaged what's triple double? 15, 10, and 10.
Nah, I'm saying like 25, 10, and 10.
He's not averaging 25 a game. He'll never
not
average
right 25. Now. I'm saying he has the potential to do so.
I don't see it. It's not in his mental to do that, to be that person. First of all, he's a pass first player anyway, which is good. I'm not knocking that, but I don't see him even having a skill set of averaging 25. He can get 25 in a game, but consistently averaging 25 a night, that's not Ben Simmons' game. You know, he
could if the nigga would shoot.
And he gonna be on a freaking, what team is trash right now?
Minnesota.
Man, Minnesota. Which is funny you bring it up. I think that's a good place for him to go. Honestly, I said that Minnesota should give for D'Angelo Russell and him will be a good swap, in my opinion. And then you got Big Cat, Anthony Edwards, and Simmons, and then say you send Russell to Philly, and maybe some other pieces like a good role player. I'm not sure who's on the Minnesota roster right now. My nigga Pat Beverly. I'm just playing. But you somebody else, and like, hey, then you got in Minnesota. I mean, Philly, you got Russell, you got Tobias Harris, you got Embiid, you still got Thibault, and who the other dude? They got a few dudes over there. So that thought be a solid trade, to get him out of there. But Philly, I think they're waiting for to try to see if Bradley Beal or Dame Lillard come available or something.
They're not getting them niggas, bro.
They not.
They not getting them niggas. I thought after that fucking Draymond and KD interview dropped that they was gonna do that Warriors trade, though. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, I thought,
because the way Draymond KD just blamed the whole front office and the coach, G, like he was going in on Bob Myers goof ass.
It was going in. I definitely I couldn't see Draymond and Ben Simmons play together. They was talking about, we're gonna make a trade. Well, Golden State said that they hadn't gotten far with talks at all about the trade. But people were saying that, it's gonna be like Wiseman and some picks. I'm like, yeah, so y'all don't keep Draymond Green and Ben Simmons together. I think Draymond Green would fuck up Ben Simmons' mental. Like, he gonna be at his head like, hey, bro, you gotta play. Like how Draymond was at KD head, he gonna be at Ben Simmons' head. And Ben Simmons ain't KD mentally. He gonna fucking fold.
I don't know, G. We'll see. I don't really care what happens to Ben Simmons, to be honest with you. Like, I'm not sold on bro after he passed up that layup or that dunk in the playoffs. Like, he a different type of dude. So I'm not even thinking about fam. And that was back to my original point that the Bulls gonna bust everybody ass, probably except for the Brooklyn Nets, but that's neither here nor there. But we were just catching up on that, guys. We didn't get a chance to get our Bulls takes off right quick. How many wins you got them coming out with this season, bro? We 50, 53 at least. Fuck you talking about?
I never been in the type to like place wins. I'll place like I predict spots where there'll be wins. I don't do because I look at schedules.
Saying
I got you're gonna be mad at me when I say this shit. I think Bulls are probably a 7th, 8th seed in the East.
You disgust me.
I was being real, bro.
You disgust me. There are not 7 or 8 teams in the East better than Chicago Bulls right now.
I'm just saying, I feel like that's where they're gonna kind of fall. I got my top 3 already. I said it. I said Brooklyn, Milwaukee. Okay. That's my top 3.
Brooklyn and who else?
Brooklyn, Miami, and Milwaukee.
I give you 2 out of the 3.
I know, yeah, I know you got them winning the
I'm
Central.
not sold on Milwaukee, bro. Like they beat who they was supposed to beat this past year, but bro, them niggas done for.
First of all, ain't nobody in the league stopping Giannis, right? So nobody. So that's the Bulls got to
Who
deal with him,
said that we need to stop Giannis to beat them?
bro. We've seen what this man did last season, off season
That's
when
not
he.
my point. That's not my point. There have been times Giannis got 30 and 20 and lost. I synced it.
I'm talking about for a whole entire season, bro. I'm like Milwaukee Bucks are gonna have a better season than the Bulls.
Bro, Giannis can have 35, 15, and 3 blocks if he want to. As long as the rest of them bums don't do nothing, we Gucci.
Now,
I'm not worried about. I'm not worried
Drew Holiday
about.
a bomb.
I'm not worried about Brooke Lopez goof
Drew
ass.
Holiday a bomb. Middleton a bomb.
Middleton, his name says it all. Fucking mid. That's enough said right there. Drew Holiday, a real one though. I'm gonna honor Drew, but they also lost PJ Tucker.
That's gonna hurt him.
And didn't they lose that dude, that shooter they had, Brent Forbes? Ain't he gone too?
I don't know about that. I know they
Didn't he
picked
go
up.
back to San Antonio or something?
I don't know where he went. Yeah, I don't know where he went. I'll only offseason
I'm
pick.
supposed to care about that fool DiVincenzo.
DiVincenzo. Who else they had? Connaughton. They got Connaughton right. And they got what's the other white boy? The one who used to be tripping motherfuckers all the time. Grayson Allen. They got his ass.
His weak ass. That nigga can't do shit.
But again,
he made it to the league off of an overrated Duke career.
Back to my point. Top 3. That's my top 3. Then I ain't gonna lie, like you got Philly, Atlanta,
boo,
Boston,
boo,
and that's what 4, 5, 6.
Huff.
And then like I feel like no, get me wrong, they could have a great season and be a top 14, or I think they a great season be 4 through 6 for them. But
I think we're winning the Central Division again.
Again, when last time we won the division, bro?
Probably like 20.
Yeah, who knows? LeBron
2015, maybe.
Was LeBron the Cavs or the Heat when no?
Is the Cavs? Well, hold on. The Cavs might be in our division. Let me double check.
They are. Yeah, they are in division. So that's when LeBron was with the. I don't know when the last time the Bulls won.
But I don't think they didn't have the 1 seed in 2015. I don't think.
Probably when the year Rose won MVP, probably was the last time they won a division.
Bro, there's been more than one time that we won the division, G.
Let's look it up. Let's see.
When the last time the Bulls won the division? This disrespectful, man, right here.
I'm just being 100, bro. It ain't disrespectful. It's all facts over here. Hey, that's facts.
Huh?
Facts.
What was the year?
I'm looking right now. Hold on, my bad.
Last year was 2012, so the year D Rose got hurt.
That's not the MVP. That's the year after the MVP year, right? Yeah.
That's the last time we won the division.
That's the year after the MVP year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so I was off by a few years, nothing too crazy. No, I flipped it. I said 2015. I just had to flip the 5 upside down to get the 2. You know, we still there.
That's that education. Where you from again?
What
is he talking about? Yeah, man. But that's what we got going on with the season's coming up and 1 month away. What else we want to hit up talk about? So what we got, man? What else you want to talk about? I didn't talk about topics. What you got? You want to talk about?
I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
I done brought a few topics up. You know, did you have any you want to talk about?
So we talked a little bit about football the upcoming season. We got to highlight the Bulls and whatnot. We're not gonna do no Sox promotion on this podcast. Straight Cubs fans over here. And if you have seen our season, then you understand that we're in mourning, so you motherfuckers can go to hell if you got something slick to say.
Hey, I do. I'll take a break on the Cubs real quick. You know, it was definitely hard seeing those guys get moved. Because like the three guys that got traded with Baez, Rizzo,
Brian.
and
Baez, Brian, and Rizzo.
it's like the Warriors trading Steph, Draymond, and Thompson. That's gonna be some shit, you know. So they had been there before the championship, and then they was that during and after. You know, they had great. You know, but the way the Cubs did it is the way you're supposed to do it. Honestly, they blew that motherfucker up, and that's what you got to do if you're gonna rebuild. Because I feel like the Cubs weren't going anywhere. Like they were going to make the playoffs, but they weren't like contenders. So it's like, all right, we need to pay these dudes these big ass contracts. Baez, he talking about he wanted $200 million a year, not a year, but his contract. And I'm not sure what Russell and Brian was what they were asking for. But you know, if they got some good assets back, and to be honest, I've been keeping tabs on the Cubs, like even after they had that badass loser streak. But after that, they've been playing some solid baseball with some of the other guys. So you know, it was gonna happen eventually, bro. Like all it happens to all teams. The Blackhawks broke their teams up. You know, the Bulls had a few years ago when they had Rose and Gasol and Butler. You know what I'm saying? They window closed. You know, in sports, those teams, it's hard to keep teams together. So, like for a long time frame, especially all these contracts and things like that. So, I mean, it was messed up to see them go away. You know, but you know now I think you're gonna really see who a loyal Cub fan, because you might see some losing seasons for the next few years before they can put a roster together again where they contending again.
Fuck them niggas, man.
Fuck who?
That's all I'm gonna say. I understand that you know, you had very, smooth things to say about them and about the process, and everything you said was probably right on point, brother. But that's how I'm coming. That's how I'm coming. That shit broke my heart, man.
Bro, it was like back to back to back. Like it was like, oh shit. I thought they had got down to the wire. It was like I was actually at the crib watching Sports Center. I'm like, man, they talking about trading all the Cubs players. Let me see what happened. So I'm like, man, it's like about an hour or two before the deadline. I said, maybe they'll actually, stay. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, cool. At least we'll have somebody to cheer for, for the rest of the season. Boy, about an hour or two for a deadline, it was like boom, boom, boom. I'm like, oh shit. Who was first? First was it Brian or Rizzo got traded?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was.
Who was the first to go?
It was one of those two guys. I knew Baez was last, and I'm like, fuck. And it was like,
I think they got Brian up out of there first.
Yeah, it might have been Brian. Then it might have been Baez and Rizzo. I'm like, shit. Then they was all crying when they came back to Wrigley and shit. I think Brian just came back like about 2 weeks ago, and motherfuckers boo-hooing in that bitch.
Ugly, bro.